Um, the way I like to describe my program is I like to use analogies. So similar to how Tesla electrified the automotive industry, we're trying to find technologies to electrify the oil and gas and petrochemical industry to make it more sustainable and to actually move to a low carbon economy. And the way that we're doing that, our moonshot, is to develop technologies that can turn um, water and air, or CO2 in the air, into renewable fuels and chemicals. And a story I like to give from a historical perspective is at the turn of the last century, around 1910, the world was actually running out of something else. It was running out of fertilizer.
Mm.
And the biggest issue on that was ammonia. Ammonia, up to that point, there's a nitrogen fixing compound. It was a chemical that you can only kind of mine, and you could actually get from bird droppings. And so there were actually wars that were fought in the Pacific Ocean to get access to islands that had bird droppings so they could get ammonia. And then at the turn of that century, two German scientists invented a way to turn nitrogen from the air into ammonia and fertilizer. They won the Nobel Prize for this twice, and because of that, the world population exploded. If it wasn't for being able to turn air into fertilizer, billions of people in the world today would be starving. And
Mhm.
so now, today, I like to think of this as a kind of analogy to where we are. It's a similar situation where we've developed and we've built an incredible economy. We've progressed as a society, and all of this wealth and has really been built off of, and progress has been built off of fossil fuels. But it's come at a cost, which is, of course, CO2 emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, climate change. And so now we have to find a way to sustainably continue that growth, or to sustainably transition to a system that is renewable, where we're no longer emitting CO2. And the way that I like to think about this problem is how does nature do it, right? It does it through photosynthesis. And if we think about what fossil fuels are, they're really kind of liquefied sunlight that has been compressed underground over millions of years. And then we dug that up, and then we burn it, we get energy from it. So
Mhm.
can we shortchange that process? Can we use renewable electricity from the sun directly, convert CO2 into fuels and chemicals, rather than having to go through a plant matter and then underground and then pressurized for millions of years? And can we short circuit that cycle using technology? And so that's the vision of my program, and that's what I've been working on.